Hello, Watem here. Welcome back to some more Umineko When Seagulls Cry. Let us continue. His cannon was about to finally crawl out of the well. A ball the size of a basketball opened up in his chest. I get the feeling he's not going to survive that. Everyone there looked through the hole in Cannon's chest to the scenery behind. Doctor, what's your prognosis? Cannon slumped backwards. It was swallowed up into the depths of the well. That's fourth Twilight. At that time, Kraus and Kiria and Nanjo suddenly saw a golden curved line appear from the well. So it saw through the side of Shannon's head.
Shannon!
If the head had been pierced. The three had witnessed it perfectly until it had shot out the opposite side, blowing it away. Shannon fell to her knees, blood gushing from both sides of her head, flopped to the ground.
私たちは狙われてる。走って殺されるわよ。
走れ走れ走れ走れ
As Nanjo doubled over in shock, stunned by how Shannon had died, the Shister sisters did not allow him to escape. A curved line again appeared from the well and pierced Nanjo's forehead to the back of his head in an instant, sawing through him. And so, Nanjo passed away. Well, I guess he can't give his own odds of survival then. That will be 6th Twilight.
何なんだどうしてなんだ敵はどこから
狙撃されてるのよ。どこか知らないけど私たちを完全に捉えてる。屋敷へ逃げ込むのよ。視界を遮るのよ。
She dashed towards the back door of the mansion. And then, right as Kraus was about to shut the door behind him, a golden curved line appeared for the 4th time, piercing Kraus from the back of his head to his forehead, and smashing that forehead. 7th Twilight? Kraus's body leaned over, fell down, and drew a neat radial pattern for the insides of his head. Now just imagine that. Great mental image. It's just still the 4th. Hasn't reached midnight yet for the first time. Kirie ran wildly through the halls, flew into some room, and locked the door. Even so, he wasn't even remotely convinced that this had saved her life. She'd probably die soon. This is apparently one of the guest rooms. At that moment, Kirie's eyes fell on the phone on the side table. I was just thinking, if you don't see a dead body, can you be sure that they're dead? And thinking about how Cannon fell into the well. I don't think he survived, but still. Movie logic and stuff like that. After hanging up the call from Jessica, Battler had been about to dash out. In that instant, the phone rang again.
もしもしキリエさん
はい、バトラ君。ラッキーだったわ。
Oh.
なんとか力を脱出できたの。本当についてた。
そこはどこだみんな無事なのかよこっちはジェシカとジョージの兄貴がどうやら
聞いて。私の命は多分もう長くは持たないわ。
At that time, right after she thought the keyhole of the locked door might have glowed gold, a gold, curved line drawing a helix, no, a golden sewing thread, penetrated in from there at an incredible speed and bore a hole into the floor by Kyrie's feet. Oh, that's unusual. The enemy, who sniped the other four one after another with extraordinary skill, apparently really does have trouble shooting me between the eyes with a single shot while I'm holed up in this room. Next strike will probably hit. At this point, Kyrie finally remembered the first massive killing in the dining hall. That's right. This is what killed Rudolph and the rest, all 6 of them.
聞いて、バトラ君。私が見たことをありのまま話す。バトラ君はきっと私の頭がどうにかなってしまったんだろうと思うに違いない。ええ、思ってくれていいわ。私だって何を見たのか未だに整理がつかない。今日バトラ君たちがゲストハウスに帰ってから食堂で親族会議が始まって、そして何が起こったかを全て話すわ。
I feel like you should be quicker about this. You've got very limited time. Be quicker.
口を挟まないで最後まで聞いて。途中で急に電話が切れるかもしれない。そしたらその時は私が殺された時よ。
Then Kyrie spoke, about Kinzo appearing and the family conference starting, about the 6 being killed and the 5 of them being confined, about how she had escaped somehow, ran away to where she was now, how everyone had finally been killed, all spoken dispassionately, no dramatization, just as she'd seen it. Even spoke about how everyone except her had been killed, and how she had observed the moments of all of their deaths. So, she isn't responding to anything Battle is saying, with the don't butt in comment. Could this perhaps be pre-recorded? And how even now someone was trying to kill her.
実はこの話をしている間にももう3度攻撃を受けている。鍵穴からおかしな黄金の糸みたいなのが飛び込んできて、くるくる回りながら私を狙ってくるの。最初は足元、次は肩の近く、さっきのは耳をかすったわ。
It's entirely possible that she's being forced to read from the script.
狙いがだんだん正確になってくる。そろそろ私の眉間にズドンと来そうね。
逃げろ、キリエさん。逃げてくれ。
どこへよ。私ここまで逃げ延びてきて部屋に閉じこもって鍵までかけてるのよ。それでもなお狙われてる私がどこに隠れるのよ。ね
え。さあ。
ねえバトラ君、ジェシカちゃんとジョージ君まだ生きてる？
Nope.
さっきジェシカから電話が。なんかダメみたいだった。
Why hasn't he been called for his... Well.
やっぱり私たち5人が次々殺される時、何か予感していたの。
Okay. So, she's responding to him, so it might not be a pre-recorded message then.
ひょっとして13人殺しの儀式は第2の番を終えて私たちの番にまで至ったのかなって。つまり私が死ねば13人。これで儀式は完成。黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェが復活する。一体どういうことになるのかしら。こんな悪魔だらけの魔女だらけ、ヤギの化け物がうじゃうじゃいるこの島に、さらにそいつらの親玉である黄金の魔女まで現れて、一体どうなっちゃうというのかしら。
So, not pre-recorded, but it might still be a script which is forced to read from.
もう私には何が何だかわからない。
Hear his voice, had completely given up on her own life. Butler understood that. He couldn't stop the tears.
一つだけ助言できることがあったわ。
Is it spin the chessboard around?
何？
もしあなたの前に悪魔やら魔女が現れても、
ああ、
その正体を疑う必要は何もないわ。
This is all just way too suspicious for me, in my opinion.
そういうものだと理解して。何か仕掛けがあるはずだとか、正体があるはずだとか、そんなことを考える余裕があったら、相手の機嫌を損ねないことを考えた方がよっぽどに建設的。間違ってもなら魔法を見せてみろなんて言っちゃダメよ。その証拠を彼らはこの上なく残酷な方法で見せるでしょうから。
信じらんねえよ。キネさんの口からそんなこと言われるなんて信じらんねえよ。
分かってる。信じられないの。だからそれこそが私にできる助言。
Imagine they've got a very advanced gun.
信じて。
ペアとリーチェと悪魔と魔女と化け物どもを信じろと。
What's the name of this chapter? Next head. I feel like we're gonna finish this episode quite soon.
私たちは多分あれほどまでにこの世ならざるものをありありと見せつけられても、多分何も信じることができなかったと思うの。今の私もそう。さっきから襲ってきて私の額を撃ち抜こうとする者の正体さえ私には理解できず、信じられない。だからあなただけは信じ理解して、私たちに受け止めきれなかった存在を受け止めてほしいの。そうしてくれたなら私たちの死は無駄にならない。
I'm just imagining now a alternative reality Umineko where battle survives and everyone else dies, but it turns out it was just a prank gone wrong. Then Battler went off and killed everyone.
私もこうして電話をした甲斐があったというものだわ。
キネさん、
まだ大丈夫よ。
Oh.
かすったけどまた外したわ。さすがに今度はもうダメかもね。ありがとう。そしてさよならバトラ君。あなたのことアスムさんの息子だからと冷たくしたこともあったの。その日のことを許して。
許すも何も、今はキネさんが俺にとっての母親だろうが。
I felt as though I'd heard an incredible sound at the other end of the receiver. Then a noisy clacking sound, as though the receiver had fallen to the floor.
キリエさんキリエさんうわー
Kirie-san never answered through the phone again. I feel like we saw one frame of Bachelor having a different face there. Well, not one frame, a few frames, but still. Short. Cause of the tragedy. Interesting.
どうしてバトラが怒ってるのかわかんないよ。
わかるだろみんな殺されたんだぞ
And?
あのクソジジイにベアトリーチェ復活の儀式とかわけのわかんないことを言った
ならこれで13人が生贄に捧げられて、もうベアトリーチェは蘇った頃だよ。
ああなら上等だ
Is she going to not notice his sarcasm and go, yeah, it is?
ベアトリーチェもまとめて一緒にぶち殺してやろう
マリアたちは儀式を生き残った。
None shall be left alive?
だからベアトリーチェに黄金鏡に招待してもらえるんだよ。そこでは願いは何でも叶う。家族を殺されたのが辛いなら生き返らせてもらえばいいのに。マリアはそうするつもりだよ。黒い魔女に取りつかれていない本当に優しい本当のママを蘇らせてもらうの。だからママはもうずっとマリアと一緒。お仕事とかで残業も休日出勤も何もないの。ずっとマリアと一緒にいてくれて、マリアのことだけを考えてくれてマリアのために恐ろしい敵といつも戦ってくれるの。
お前どうかしてるぜ
I feel like that concept alone could be turned into some kind of horror game.
なんでこの状況でそんなわけわかんねえことを言ってられるんだ
バトラは今キリエおばさんに言われたはずだよ。魔女を信じろと言われたはずなのに。
くそ
Don't fall for the trap, Butler.
こんなとこでマリアと口喧嘩してる場合じゃねえぜ
And how was Maria supposed to know about that?
もう人質も何も誰も生き残っちゃいねえんだもうクソくだらねえおかしな儀式もゲームもおしまいだぜここからは俺の好きにさせてもらうまだ生きてる奴がいるかもしれないあるいは隠れてる奴がいるかもしれない片っ端から調べて見つけ出しぶちのめしてやるぜ
In a rage, Battler grabbed his hat-stand spear and flew out of the room. Maria watched him go, looking bored.
ベアトリーチェがすぐに願いを叶えてくれるのに。
But will she though? Or will Battler reject it and then prevent your wishes from being granted too?
バトラはバカ。
At that time, the phone rang out again. Maria stood up and grabbed the receiver.
おう。もしもし。ほう。
Of course, the sound of the phone also reached Battler's ears as he was about to dash out of the house. With violent forcefulness, he turned around and dashed into the cousin's room.
マリア電話って誰からだ
Beatrice. With a terrifying look on his face, Battler yelled at Maria, who was on the phone. He couldn't blame him. Right now, only humans left alive on the island were himself, Maria, Gorda, and Kumasawa. There was no way those two could call after being locked up in the gardening storehouse, which meant there was only one person left. I wonder if those two survive. It had to be Kinzo. After continuing her pleasant chat with the person on the other end of the phone for a while, Maria slowly turned to face Battle. Then, with an unsettling expression on her face, she laughed. It felt almost as though the person on the other end of the line was chatting about Battle.
マリア、電話の相手は誰だ？じい様か？
Battle couldn't imagine that this was the case. After all, it was inconceivable that Maria would talk intimately with Kinzo. That she would be chatting about Battle with that eerie smile on her face. So, just what kind of person could be on the phone? You could make Maria chat with a smile like that. At that time, in the back of his mind, the words Kyrie had spoken to him drifted up. If a witch does appear, there's no need to doubt it. Just believe that it exists.
マトラ、今帰ってきたよ。せっかちだよね。
マリア！その電話の相手は誰だ？誰なんだ？
変わる？
Oh? Oh?
はい、バトラ。
After getting the consent of the person on the other end, she held the receiver out to Battle.
はい。
Maria held the receiver out for him to take, as though it was perfectly normal. Battle hesitated just a little bit before taking the receiver. After all, by accepting the existence of the person at the other end, he'd have no choice but to acknowledge them. As Kyrie said, there is no longer any need to doubt that they exist. Battle took the receiver. As he did, Maria briskly left the room. Battle, who was a bit scared to find out for sure who was at the other end of the receiver, questioned Maria before taking the call.
おい!
Where are you going?
どこへ行くんだよ？
マリアのテストの場所だよ。後ろ宮家の当主はバトラかマリアかどっちだろうね。
No one.
いくら！殺されるぞ！
殺されないよ。儀式はもう終わってるもの。それに殺されても蘇らせてもらえるし、当主になってもなれなくても、もう私たちは黄金鏡に招いてもらえる。じゃあね、お先に。
待てよ！マリア！
Battle stretched his hand out to Maria's back as she left. The cord of the receiver that he was gripping stopped him, just like a chain. He readied himself. Battle put the receiver to his ear.
もしもし。
Congratulations!
Oh, this is not the instrumental version.
And I'm fine! And you?
See, Beatrice can English. Definitely. Screwed up, mocking English filled his ears and even acknowledges it. It was the voice of a woman he didn't know. Who was it? The inside of his head was starting to freeze up. Who was it?
誰はないであろう、後ろ宮バトラー。返事は普通。Yes, I'm fine! であろう。懐かしいな。中国でやっただろ。
Huh?
人一組になってやるやつ。
Huh?
いかれてやがる。てめえは誰だ。答えやがれ。
英語で言えよ。お前そういうの得意だったろ。
ふざけんじゃねえよ。てめえは誰だ。クソジジイの手先か。
手先とはひどい言いざまではないか。むしろ虜と言ってやる。
This is not the tone of a prisoner.
金属わらわの虜。
Oh, okay, all the way around. I thought you were saying that she was Kinzo's prisoner. Okay, she's now imprisoned Kinzo. Interesting.
だろ。
What does she mean in terms of like controlling him? That last laugh didn't sound like it was aimed at Bashla. It was almost as though Kinzo was right next to her phone, cackling as well.
なんか名を名乗りやがれ。てめえは誰だ。何者だ。
当ててみろよ。ハワイへご招待するぜ。やっとだ。やっと。長かったぜ。本当に今日まで長い日々だった。マジで1000年は待ったぜ。今日という日をよ。おかげさまをもちまして、わらは大復活。サンキュー金蔵。特別にさっきの待った聞いてやってもいいぜ。
やれやれ、上機嫌にも程があろうが、もう少しは淑女らしく振る舞わんか。
Nope. Kinzo and Beatrice sat facing each other, over a chessboard on the reception table. There was an expensive cheese and snacks to go with drinks. There were several empty wine bottles lined up. Beatrice sprawled around on the sofa in an unseemly way. He happily held a wine glass in one hand, and was probably completely drunk.
今日は最高にご機嫌だから大サービスだ。おいおい銀座、こんな年代物の寄付ワインなんか飾ってんだよ。1947年ものかよ。今日開けなくていつ開けるつもりだ。それを浴びせっこして遊ぼうぜ。空き瓶で殴りっこもしよう。
ははは、それは愉快だ。浮かれすぎであるぞ。羽目の外しすぎだ。
金蔵だって。わらわに再会できて嬉しいだろ。ああ、シャバだ、うつしおだ。わらわの肉体万歳。
お前さっきから何を騒いでるんだ。お前がベアトリーチェだとでも言うのかよ。
Exactly.
Yes, I
And where's the free trip to Hawaii? You promised?
金蔵の13人殺しの儀式のおかげでようやくわらわは復 したぞ。舌があるといい。こうしてそなたと話せることのなんと楽しいことか。そういえばお前とはあれだけ何度も憎まれ口を叩き合ってきたのに、こうしてゲーム中に盤上で会話をしたのは初めてだな。何やらとても新鮮だ。お、今のポンチョンと聞こえたか。あいつ開けたぞ。マジでバカたっけえ秘蔵ワインを開けやがった。知ってるか。10キロのインゴット丸々と同じくらいするんだぜ。
ふざけるな。何がベアトリーチェだ。黄金の魔女だと。いい加減にしろ。どこにいやがれ。そこにクソジジイも一緒にいるのか。てめえらまとめてぶっ飛ばしてやら。今どこにいやがるんだ。答えやれ。
なんだ、わらわに会いたいのか。モテる女はつれや。でも金蔵がいる時に口説くのはよせよ。こいつマジで役から立ち悪いぜ。
On that note, I'll be ending it there for today. I hope you all enjoyed. Beatrice is here. Yay. Let me know any feedback you have in the comments. And until next time, see ya.